let's see what we can get done today. I think I'm going to start with unloading the car. Yeah, that'll be...
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Thankfully, all the parts made it here. So now I guess I'll just put the door back on and start working on the car. Sweet. Thank God, now I can finally put my shift knob back on. This was actually an old axle that I just drilled and tapped. The car is all back together for now, and I just wanted to say I'm beyond grateful for the friends that I have met along the way during this journey. The fact that they would be willing to give me these parts for free just to see the car run and drive again. You know, that just means so much to me, and I'll definitely never forget that. I hope someday I'll be able to help them out in a similar way. And if you guys are wanting to help out in any way, dropping a like and a comment helps more than you know, and I appreciate all of you guys for sticking around, so thank you. This wouldn't be possible without you. Right now Stevie's doing his wheel bearings on his Civic, and now I'm going to pull everything out of the engine bay on the 240. Dude, this banana is still on the headlight.
That's hilarious.
It's so crusty. You know what? I think I'm still gonna leave it on there. Hanging on for dear life. Some spicy coolant overflow. Boost delete. It's a good idea to put your clamps back on so you don't lose them. When I did my tubs in the RB, I reinforced this lower mount, and it's such a good jack point. surprised, honestly.
What?
I had to snip this harness, so I labeled it. That way I know what it is when I'm putting it back together. Alright, so these are all my gauge wires. So I'm gonna box these up and stay organized. I'm surprised the heater core didn't break, honestly. So many wires. I'm hoping this is like the last of the engine bay wires. I think that was the last piece we needed to take off. Another thing I wanted to mention, my good friend Alan helped me set up a Discord, so if you guys want to come hang out, I'll leave the link in the description. So I'm making great progress on this. Everything has been pulled off or taken off, and all that's left is pulling the motor. Got the engine harness put on top of the motor. I also just mounted up this chain, and she's ready to go. Hopefully I can pull this beast out by myself. Okay, right when I put the camera down, I remembered I didn't take off the shifter. So I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, we got everything unbolted and the engine is now levitating. It's really hard to get this massive RB over the core support. And since I'm replacing my core support, I was thinking, what if I just cut it off now? Make it a lot easier to pull the motor. So I think I'm gonna do that really quick. Quick release. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right, let's get this thing out. It literally looks like pee. It's even yellow. You're dehydrated. Almost there. You need to find a place to put this thing. Got the motor out, and I did make a little bit of a mess, but I'll clean that up tomorrow. I did bring this plug, and it's supposed to go like where the drive shaft goes when you pull the motor out, because when you're pulling the motor and the engine is like tilted like this and the transmission is down, like all the transmission fluid just comes right out. It's nice to have one of those on hand and you just plug it in like in place of the drive shaft, but unfortunately that one was for an SR and it didn't fit. So I kind of panicked and just pulled it out really quick as fast as I could so I didn't spill so much, but yeah, we got it out. So usually when I do big projects, I put tape on the windshield. That's like a way of like, make sure you do these things before you even think about starting the car. It's just like a good way to like keep track of everything, because you know there's a lot of different parts and pieces that you need to do, and it's not likely that you're going to remember everything, but if you write it all down, you will remember everything. Since this is like a bigger project, I kind of like separated it into a couple groups. I might add more the further I progress on the project, but for now we have like things to do before we turn the power on, things to do to the motor while it's out, things to do on the chassis, and parts that I'm looking for. It's really good to stay organized, because if you stay organized, then you can like visually see everything that needs to do, and you can start just checking things off the list, and it's honestly so satisfying and probably one of the best ways to stay motivated and make progress every single day. We'll be back.